Hi all, this is Skate, and this is the Death Star. Basically, I did an FV215B183 video this week. Might have been last week now. And I did a 215B. And I've recently already done a Death Star. A video, not a rant. But being as I did the 215B Heavy and the FV215B, I thought might as well put up a quick Death Star Mastery. So this is going in the quick mastery video, so this is literally only going to be one game long. We're looking around 6.5 minutes, just like I did that Dickermax one, just a random mastery, because I did the review on it already, so I have storage of random masteries I haven't used, so I thought I would include this one from last week. It makes sense. We've got all the British tier 10s in succession of each other then. So the Death Star, I think this video sums it up quite nicely. We've got low damage rolls, we've got really annoying misses, and we have, well, some interesting stuff coming up in this game. I do screw up several times, and I end up playing round and round the garden with an IS-7. But that's all to come in the next 6 minutes. 5 minutes now. Okay, so what we're doing first is, this is where C usually is, and everybody pretty much plays across the map. And what I want to try and do is hope that E75 pops back now. I don't think he'd be expecting a shot from me by here. So I'm hoping to play it safe. Play patiently at the start of the battle. And as soon as I move, there he is. It's like, oh, god damn it. I could have got him from there. So I'm going to have to push forward a little bit to see if I can spot anything. Because as it stands, I am playing it safely at the start of the match. But I'm not doing anything to help my team as it stands, which is a bit annoying. So I'm aiming in on this one. And I bounce off the front, probably the gun mantlet on that 704. Off to a good start, aren't we? Low damage roll and a bounce. So I'm going to push up to the next bush to see if I can spot anything. As I do that though, the grill spots me. I'm still on a reload, so I cannot do anything to return any fire. He's popped back into cover, and I'm going to use that as my advantage to pop one more into the 704. This time I do not miss, thankfully. Or bounce. Ah, this tank can be so frustrating sometimes, but when it hits, it's great. But what I think this tank is very, very good for is seeing a tank with a lot of hit points, whittling it down to very little hit points. That way, you're doing a lot of damage to help your team. You can take something from 4 or 5 shots for another tank and take it down to a 1 shot for someone on your team. That makes all the difference in an engagement. And as it stands now, we need more shots like that, because they're winning with 5 tanks and we have 4. We have 3. So there's a full health Jaegeru. I'm going to take advantage of the back of him. 1,382 damage. He is now much easier to hit. Except in the time I've done that, we are now 2 on 5. I do have a very healthy T110E4 on my team, and I noticed he's against 2 very, very low hit point targets. So I thought, he's fine with it, and then went, actually, he's got 1 on either side. Let's take care of the E75 for him. That sadly was my max damage roll shell. Great. But it did mean that the E4's now gone along and finished off the Leo on the other side. I would have left him to it, but because he had 1 on either side, I thought best I could do with this help. So if I get rid of one, he can get rid of the other. And then here comes the IS-7, gets a shot into me. I'm now on a massive reload and he knows it. And it's time to play round and round the garden with the IS-7. I'm surprised I managed to do this. I thought he would have caught me, and he's got such low hit points. I'm going to reverse back now, because I have no AP shells left, by the way. And I stuff it up. So now I've got to run away again. Let's run. This is one of those crap. And I've managed to get behind the other side of the building. And in that time, the E4 has taken out the enemy Jaegeru. Like I said earlier, we managed to knock him down to a 1 shot. Which thankfully that 1 shot from the E4 was a good roll. Now in this circumstance, I wanted to help that E4 again, so it made sense to whittle down the health on him, which was a nice shell in the back of him. Sadly didn't help the circumstance. IS-7 missed me, and now it's time to run away again, except I got an E100 on one side and an IS-7 on the other side. So I thought, you know what, I haven't got time to run now. I'm going to have to try and put a shell into this guy. And now I'm trying to get behind him, because look where the E100 is. He's going to get a shot into my butt. No, he's not. You know these games where you're literally going the non-stop. You're just sitting there going crap, damn, go. That's one of these for me. Now, one thing I want to point out. I'm behind cover. We know where the E100 is, but he knows where I am. I have 2 HE shells. Hesh shells. Do you know what was going through my mind at this point? I was thinking, ooh, if I quickly fire off one of these Hesh shells, I'll have one left. Kill the last tank with your last shell in the tank. That's a Fadin's medal. And then I thought, is it worth the risk? That gives 20 seconds for that E100 to come flying down here at full speed, or even worse, I could miss my shot, he could miss his, and then I have no shells left. So I thought, you know what, it's not worth the risk, however much I knew just one more shot and I could have got a Fadin's. What I'm trying to do at the moment is reverse back far enough so I don't get shot by this guy, but I can just spot him and see what he's doing. He did spot me though. I don't know which side he's going to come from. So this is why I'm reversing away from the building, because you can turn your gun quickly then. If he flies in from the left or the right, I can quickly turn while I'm away from the building. If I'm too close, it means I technically have to traverse a bit more. So the E4 on my team said he's coming. So I'm watching, constantly turning my gun. It's like, where is the guy? Where's he coming from? And there he is. And because I don't need to aim for weak spots, I can put a Hesh shell straight in and finish him off. It was at that point where I went, should have gone for the Fadins. But I didn't. I'm glad I didn't actually, but it would have been nice. But that does mean we didn't lose that many credits, 1,200 credits we lost, but we did 6,569 damage. We killed 5 and obviously got ourselves a mastery. Now, one thing I want to quickly point out before this video finishes, something that was seen on the test server. May change by when 4.9 comes out, but this tank, it got a buff. I don't... Why? Oh, that's going to cause some upset. It's not a massive buff, don't worry. However, they've increased the shell capacity from 12 to 15. Now, I think the shell capacity thing is actually a weakness to this tank. By removing that weakness, it gives you the opportunity to carry possibly more Hesh shells, more AP shells, and it means you've got more choice when it comes to firing late in the game. As it stands, if you use a certain amount of shell type, you're stuck with another. If that E100 at the end had 1,000 hit points, I'd be screwed with just my Hesh left, but he didn't. We managed to get one into the back of him for 1,300 damage earlier on, and that was enough to clench it and finish it at the end. But here's the thing. If I did only have the Hesh and he had several hundred, even 1,000 hit points, there's no chance I would have finished him off with the Hesh. And that to me is a balancing factor on the FV215B183. So by giving you more access to more shells, you have more variation in what you can use. I actually see this as a bit of a buff. Some may disagree. Curious to what you think in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.